Hello, people. It's been a while. I thought I would check in with what I have been doing and how it's been going since the last video. A lot has happened, and yet nothing has happened. I'll explain as I go. By the way, in the background, I'm showing some sketchbook pages and reels that I have been making since the last video. There is a lot that probably won't get shown, but I promise you, even if I haven't been making videos lately, I have been sketching behind the scenes. Got to keep drawing. So, on to what's been happening and not been happening. After Easter, well, actually before Easter, I felt really overwhelmed with everything. It happens sometimes, and honestly, I just have to get through it until I can start being more productive again. At the time, it did feel like everything I tried or wanted to do was just out of my reach, and I felt a little useless and hopeless. And to get out of it, I had to just let it all go. All my expectations and all my goals, I just had to just let it go. And that gave me some relief and freedom to just breathe again, and I could focus on the smaller things, which also meant that I had to drop a lot of potential projects and projects that I wanted to start but hadn't started, or, I don't know, I procrastinate a lot. And this is the main reason why I haven't been creating videos lately. Despite what it might look like from the outside, I have failed a lot of things I have tried to achieve. And I do lose confidence and optimism every now and then for what I'm doing. I just lose my way. But I had to let go of that expectation that because I do something, I should get something out of it. In an ideal and fair world, that would be true. You put in the effort, then you get the reward for those efforts. But life isn't fair and nothing is guaranteed, even if you do put in the hard work and really strive for something. At least that's been my experience so far, and I've been around for a little while now. So that decision to let it go gave me freedom to not try and force things to work. Instead, just let things flow naturally. And I took this mindset to my sketches and drawings since then, and that's why they look the way they do. Rough, very rough in fact, and not very good. A lot of hits and a lot of misses. I can definitely see that some of my sketches aren't very good, but damn it, I want freedom to make those mistakes without judging myself for it. It's crazy. I mean, there are some that are worse than the bad ones that I'm showing you. There are some that are worse than what you can probably see and think, oh God, that's not very good, is it? But I mean, I'll probably never show those really bad ones, but I will accept them. I'm also experimenting more with horses and other animals in my drawings, but it's mainly horses that have been creeping into my sketchbook, and that's because eventually I do want to paint horses if I can. And well, I've actually started doing that with a few paint sketches in gouache, and I like the progress that I'm seeing so far. I really like the last one, and that can be a bit of a problem too to watch out for. If I think I did a good job on the last one of whatever I'm doing, I'm reluctant to try and get lightning to hit twice for the next one. And that's why I'm trying to look forward to making those mistakes and making a mess with my sketches and paintings so that I can be more comfortable with the misses and not so attached to the good ones. And then, I don't want to draw again in case it's really bad, and then I'll lose my confidence again. Also, my goals have changed slightly this year. I guess I'm pivoting a little. I'm still growing very, very slowly on Instagram, and I mean slower than the slowest snail in the world. But that's okay, because now my goal is just to share parts of my journey and to experiment more, which is why I have been trying out making reels, which has been a little bit of fun. They're probably a bit cringy, but I don't care. I'm sure I'll figure out ways to make better ones in the future, and if not, that's okay too. The main goal is to share the journey. Anything else on top is extra. And I'll follow my interests when they come and not feel guilty about not posting enough of what I usually post. Because there was a lot of pressure there at one stage, and I just crumbled under that pressure. But I also have started a new project where I continue the same drawing over multiple sessions and multiple days. And the reason for that is that I am sick of doing quick sketches and not seeing a drawing through. I have a lot of trouble with that. In fact, it's one of my biggest hurdles to get through at the moment. So I thought I would see if I could train myself to work longer. So I set my goal for 40 minutes a day. It's just unfortunate that after setting this goal, after the first few days, my dog got sick and I had to drop everything to look after her for several days and just, generally worry instead of doing anything. Because, that's what you do when your dog is sick. You can't do anything else. The good news is that she is okay now. and I have picked up the project again and I will share it soon. I'm thinking of doing one of these every week or so. We'll see how it goes. So far I've done 4 days of 40 minutes, and I'm liking the progress so far. I am also starting to paint with gouache again. You might have seen on Instagram. I've done it in the past, a few years ago now, and I would like to start bringing more colour into my work again. I never actually intended to just use pencil for so long, and that was purely just to make it easier for me to pick up a pencil and start, but enough is enough. I need to start moving on, and that's what I'm going to try to do. I don't want to get stuck into a rut where I only use pencil for the rest of my life, and that's how it started to feel. So I guess what I'm saying is there are many roadblocks and detours along the journey of being a self-taught artist. And as long as you can accept that and keep going somehow, that the journey and your story will also continue. So if you're having big blocks or feeling discouraged about continuing, just see if you can change things up a bit maybe. Draw for yourself for a while instead of posting everything. Draw badly on purpose if you have to, or do something new, or even just change where you draw. Sometimes I sit in a different room to draw now, but just keep drawing, keep going. I'll continue to share my journey for those that are interested. And if you are, please consider subscribing to see where all this is going, because I don't even know yet. It's a mystery to me too, but I'm still learning. And the biggest lesson I guess I'm learning is to relinquish the illusion of control. I'm going to follow my heart more and draw or paint whatever I like. And if I suck at it, that's fine. So I think I will revise my usual sign off, and instead I'm going to say stay curious, keep discovering and keep creating, and let's see where this journey takes us. I'll see you next time.